This is David Saltzer from AngelsWin.com, speaking today with Angels catcher Taylor Ward. Taylor, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Good, thanks. Can you tell us a little bit about draft day for you, what it was like, and if you had any clue that you were going to go in the first round?
Draft day is always, rough because I went through it through high school, and it was honestly one of the hardest days because you think you're going to go early and then you keep falling. Then all of a sudden it's a third day, it's really rough. And going into this draft, it was still the same way. Really, from my past experience, I didn't go in with high expectations, kind of just went with the flow. And but that day I did have some family with me, and it was an awesome surprise to go early into an awesome team like the Angels, and I couldn't be any happier.
It's always nice to get it over with early.
It is. A lot. You don't really have to worry about anything after that. You just kind of enjoy yourself.
Did you have any idea the Angels were really interested in you or following you?
Yeah, they were the team that honestly came to almost every single college game we played. So I knew they had a lot of interest, and with this pick, I'm not too surprised, but I knew that there were some other things that had to happen. So we're happy it did.
Since you talked a little bit of having that experience, what were some of the factors you were weighing that led you to college?
I was drafted in the 31st round to the Tampa Bay Rays, and that was just way too late. Fresno State had a really good scholarship for me, and I'd be a fool to turn that down. And I'm really glad that I went to Fresno State. Clearly,
it improved.
So, I'm very happy with my decision.
So, where'd you grow up, and when did you start playing baseball?
I was born in Ohio, started playing baseball when we moved to North Carolina 2 years later. So I've been playing for a good while, probably since I was 4 years old.
When did you start catching?
Catching was probably a little later, around 12. I'd say summer ball, coach pitch, stuff like that.
I have a son who's 7, and he's just started to pick up the tools of ignorance. What advice would you give any starting catcher?
Just take care of your body. It's a grind, and it's honestly your arm too. Your arm's a moneymaker, and you gotta take care of that. Kids nowadays, they throw a little too much early, and you can see in today's game that it's happening, or Tommy John is happening earlier and earlier. So I would just be careful with that, and just take it day by day. And if he plays any other sports, do that also.
Who helped you out the most at Fresno State?
Just the entire coaching staff. We didn't really have a catching guy. We really had a pitching coach who had a little, give and take with it, and a head coach who turned me into a man. So, really it's just time for me, just to mature and become an adult, and I think that was one of the biggest things.
So, what's it like making an adjustment to pro ball?
It's easy. College really prepared you for this, and the long days and long hours, and then I would say it's easier. You don't have to go write a paper or take a test. So I love that about pro ball, and I'm excited. I love being here.
What were you studying at the time?
Criminology.
Always a good field.
Yeah.
Tough field, but a good field. So, what's it like working with these pitchers in particular? I've heard a lot of praise from them about you, so time for you to dish it on them.
They're good. They're really good. We're still trying to develop different pitches and commanding the fastball and commanding the off-speed pitches. They're really good pitchers, and they have a really high ceiling. I'm excited to move up through the ranks with them.
So, what part of your game do you take the most pride in?
Throwing. Definitely.
Yeah. What's it like when you just nail that runner, especially late in the game?
Feels good, but that's my job. So, when I don't get it, I feel a little more, hesitant. But when I do get it, it's like, there it is. It's what I should have done. And so, it's just the way it is. So.
Coming into the draft, you were rated with having a plus arm and all that. When did that really start to shine for you as a catcher?
High school slowly, and then I got to college, and then actually my freshman summer of college, I went to Alaska. I played for the Anchorage Bucks, and that's where it went from here to here. It took a couple steps up. That was the biggest jump. Was
it just physical maturity, or was there something you worked on?
This arm, no. I'm not exactly sure. It must have been maturity, maybe just growing and, you know, getting a little bigger, I guess. But I mean, that summer it definitely took a leap up. It was good.
Now, you know, with a catcher, you know, you can run off a pitcher, you can run off the catcher, depending on the arm. You know, what do you guys work and discuss it afterwards if someone gets a run or if you get a guy out? Do you discuss how that went down?
No, I mean, just, yeah, you're right. Everything, the stars in a way have to align, you know, to get someone out. The pitcher has to be quick to home plate. I have to have a good transfer. Got the man at second base covering the bag, needs to catch it, put a good tag on, you know. So for all that to work out, you know, everything has to be, you know, fluid. And, you know, just going back to the pitchers, you know, quickening up the set times and stuff like that. You know, it's in college they really care about that. It's impressive, but here not so much. You know, so trying to kind of, as a catcher who loves to throw, you know, instilling that in my pitchers and, you know, just be a little quick, mix in some looks and some picks, you know, just things like that, just so give me a better chance. And Tanner Lubach, the other catcher, has a better chance.
What's it like? I mean, you got guys who are 18 here. You got guys who are 23. What's it like working with a wide range of pitchers?
It's good. I mean, it's just like college, you know. You got older guys trying to teach younger guys ways, and you know, and as a younger guy, you're learning, and you know, you just want to get better. So, I mean, being out here with all these guys, it's fun.
One of the things that really has come out is your bat this season. You're just crushing it, and you have more walks than strikeouts. Can you talk a little bit about your approach at the plate?
Again, it goes back to college. You know, having a good eye and seeing pitches, that's something you have to do, at least as not maybe as much as a freshman, but once you get into a sophomore and junior season, you know, they're looking at what you do and their scouting reports, just like the big leagues. And, I mean, as a hitter, you really have to, you know, pay attention and realize what they're trying to do to you. And with the pitchers here, it again just goes back to developing other pitches. They're here for a reason, and you know, as a hitter, I'm taking advantage of that.
Do they approach you differently now? And one, do they approach you differently than college? And two, have you seen an adjustment in the season so far?
Yeah, no, college is, I would say, they're pitching around you a lot more. Here, you're going to see at least 3 or 4 good fastballs to hit. You know, I think that's the biggest difference. You know, you have guys again developing stuff, and only thing they can really locate well is a fastball, and you know that as a hitter, and I mean, you just take advantage of it.
What do you do to settle your staff down? What types of things do you do?
Well, you know, everyone's different. Some guys just need to pat on the butt. Other guys need to, you know, kind of have a stern talking to when you go out there. Just knowing each guy and getting to know them and you know what they need to excel. But it can go back to the mound. The way the mound is, there might be a hole. Maybe they need to adjust one way or the other. You know, mechanics. I mean, there's a bunch of different things depending on what I see back there. You know, that's what I say.
Let's move a little to the lighter side. When you make it to Anaheim, what's going to be your walkout music?
You know, I don't exactly know yet. I do take a lot of pride in, you know, the music I choose.
What do you have here?
King Kong. The crowd likes it, so you know, just you know, I mean, I like it too. It gets me pumped up, so you know, I guess that's really all that matters. But
what's a dream concert for you gonna include?
Concert? As in going to a concert?
Yeah, if you were to go.
I've never really, honestly, been to a concert before. You know, so I'm not really sure. I'm sure it'd be some type of hip hop artist.
Where'd you grow up?
I mainly in Florida.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, favorite movie?
There's a lot of good ones out. I would say right now I like The Interview.
I got some guys on your team who might
talking about that.
They might have some differing opinions on that.
Oh yeah, some guys don't like it. We actually watched it last night. So.
And what's the one movie we'll never catch you watching on a bus ride?
Probably The Pride and the Prejudice. My girlfriend always wants to watch that. There's no way.
Heathcliff?
That's it. That's it. You know.
No, that's Wuthering Heights. Pride and Prejudice is it doesn't. It's not there.
It's hard to stick to that one, but.
What's your favorite meal?
they have a great place right down the road here. It's called Noodles and Company. Man, they have great spaghetti, anything with noodles, so it's phenomenal.
What's the strangest difference between up here in Orem, mountains and everything, and Florida that you've encountered?
Definitely the weather, It's a nice dry heat, which is what I like. In Florida, humid, man. You step outside and you're already sweating. So, I like playing here. I like, being on this side of the country. So.
And I'm still there.
Exactly. I'm right over here, man. It's good.
What's a perfect day in the off season for you?
In the off season, I'm not sure yet. Probably just, wake up, probably work out, run, condition, and then rest of the afternoon, probably go to the beach.
And your favorite video game?
Call of Duty.
Who's the one guy who might give you a run for your money on the team?
Probably Michael Pearson.
I've been hearing Pearson's the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually play zombies together, so we kind of know each other pretty well.
All right. Well, on behalf of everyone at angelswin.com, we're wishing you a great season. We're going to keep following you as you move up the ladder. Hope to see you in Anaheim real soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.